An imposing warrior enveloped in a great golden aura would approach them. What would leave both angels surprised was the whole place in his path was changed. On this occasion, the forbidden dimension, which had galaxies and planets, would turn a bright golden color. What? How Son Goku's been able to illuminate the forbidden dimension completely? I can't believe it! Even I, with the training of millions of years, have not been able to make her shake, much less light up the whole big space, which is said to be as big as 12 universes together. I don't know who you've been able to achieve it, my Goku, but with the power that you've been able to achieve, I am more than sure that you'll be the perfect warrior, the being that'll put an end to the evil ambitions that my father and Zeno-sama have. Goku started to get much closer, but the more he did, the golden glow intensified all around him, which would generate that both angels are not able to see anything, but Vados would feel Goku's hand on his shoulder. I promise I'll protect you with my life. Thank you for being in this place with me. I swear I'll avenge the death of Whis. The most that my teacher was my friend. Something is not right. It's the same person, but at the same time, I feel another presence inside. What is happening to Son Goku's body? But before Naira was able to say anything, thousands of purple-colored rays began to cross her entire body. While her black wings would appear again, Goku was in transition again, being the new transformation he had obtained in the transformation of Naira's premonition. Because of this, everything around him would quickly darken, while being destroyed in the same way as millions of dimensional portals would open all over the place. The power he's releasing could form hundreds of portals to get out of this place, but we can't go out right now with Goku like this. If he hasn't been able to master all his power, this will be something counterproductive. Vados would fly with a great speed towards Goku. Despite Naira's warnings, who would stretch out her hand with the intention of stopping her, it was useless. Vados would get to Goku's side, hugging him. The rays that were released all around him even began to do great damage to Vados. However, Vados did not. It doesn't matter if you want to end my life. You're immortal. You are not to blame for everything that's happened. Your only sin was to become much more powerful to even threaten the most powerful beings of the power scale. Goku would open his eyes. He would observe how too much blood was released from Vados' body, and the rays crossed the body were incredible in power, generating amazing damage. Goku would hold Vados between his arms. I apologize, Vados. I don't know what's wrong with me. I won't hurt you again. Goku would hold Vados in his arms. While some wings would change to a bright white color, everything would turn golden, and with the same energy, he would begin to heal Vados' wounds. But at the moment of healing all those wounds, he'd realize the fragmentation of Vados' soul. A great anger would travel over his body, leaving Vados with Naira. Naira, I order it, if you please, to be able to find out the great power, but I apparently have to divide my energies. A negative part which wants to destroy everything in its path, and a positive, that is, I'm currently using. Goku, you have to have control of your emotions. You must control your energy. At the least expected case, your emotions will control your body. If you release all that negative power, destroying everything you must protect. Goku would observe Vados by Naira, while she remained unconscious. Don't worry, I don't know the name of the transformation, but I can promise I'll control this negative energy. I want to use that energy to end the life of those bastards of the Divine Kingdom. Goku would place in a meditation pose in his new transformation, and everything would return to normal around Goku. A great aura intensified and decreased. Naira, next to Vados, would move a little further away. Naira would place Vados on some rocks so she could get some rest, while Naira began to walk all around her. Her expression was of amazement and disbelief. What kind of transformation has he achieved? It's supposed to that the transformation the legend called the Omega Ultra Instinct, black wings as well as negative energy. But Son Goku was able to achieve an even more powerful state. We have many unknowns. Naira would return to watch Vados, while a chill would run through her body. Apparently Vados is the only one capable of keeping him out. She was the one who would make him regain consciousness. I can't imagine when Vados' soul is destroyed, Goku would become a not-real monster. Goku would continue in the meditation pose. The instant he'd opened his eyes, he could see the full vindictive Rancor. I'll control all the negative energy. My motivation will be that I managed to end the life of those bastards. I can't believe that, not satisfied with the death of Whis, I've been able to fragment the soul of his dear daughter. That has no forgiveness. I will eradicate it. Outside the Forbidden Dimension, a rumble would shake all the 12 universes. Goku's golem would manage to recover completely, managing to have an incredible increase in power. Despite being simple ants, they are able to manage to do me great harm. This pain will only make me much more powerful. I have to find those worms. The appearance of the warrior had changed much more, since this time he didn't have the clothes on the part of his chest, which would show a large inverse triangle on his chest and forehead. I don't have the energy core observed. Since my energy skill is enough to be able to destroy one of my cores, my body will be reduced to 25% if it destroys my main core, which is one on my forehead. I'll disappear completely. I have to devise a technique to remove my energy cores. The golem would leave the divine kingdom because everything that had been destroyed. In Universe 11, the deities would wake up after 5 days of being unconscious. Where are we? What happened to Son Goku? Are we dead? It's a pleasure to see you, Daishaken. I'm sorry to intrude on your affairs. Listen, well, that you mentioned a Goku from Universe 7? Don't tell me a mere mortal was able to leave them in terrible conditions. Daishaken had a serious look at Belmouth. Although it's hard to believe, it was Son Goku who left us in these conditions. I don't know how he was able to get that power. Even the 4 of us together weren't able to do anything against him. This is a threat of the highest level. We have to inform the gods and angels. Be careful with Son Goku. Margarita, communicate with all the gods and angels. We have to have a meeting on my planet. Of course, my lord. At this very moment, I will communicate with the others. A smile would be drawn on his face with multiple injuries. No matter the beating of that miserable golem has given us, I know how I created it, so we should be able to connect a strong blow to one of his energy cores. All this would go through his mind, but a big plan of his energies would be that the golem would be on an inhospitable ice planet, training how to move its cores at will. The marks on my cores, I'm not going to disappear them. Although my appearance has changed, it currently looks more like Daishaken's, that doesn't interest me. Both my cores and my body move over my body, which will make it impossible for any warrior to connect a blow to them. The Daishaken golem would give a big smile, his red aura rising over the planet he was training. Having the blood of Son Goku and Daishaken, I could say I'm a genius among geniuses. Since no one can master the core mobility technique in this short period of time, it's only been 3 days. The golem of Goku would rise on the surface of the planet. He would perceive how all the deities had gathered at the same point. On the planet of the god Belmouth of Universe 11, thanks to this, a big smile would be on his face. Apparently I'm in luck. I'm able to give those good-for-nothing worms a visit. I imagine they must be devising a plan to end my existence, but they'll get a big surprise. Goku's golem would leave at a great speed towards Universe 11. On the planet of God Belmouth, all the gods were gathered. I thank you for your visit, gods and angels. We have to act together, and not with a hot head. The slightest mistake cannot lead to the grave. Son Goku from Universe 7 is so powerful he left Zeno-sama and me on the verge of death. I could tell he has 2 weak points. But Daishaken-sama, it's impossible for a mortal to surpass the level of a guardian angel, much less compare himself to the power of you, who are the most powerful beings of all existing. Father, I agree with my god of destruction, that a mortal aspires to be the most powerful mortal of the 12 universes. This is something unusual, but never in existence had we heard of a mortal capable of ending the life of an angel. Much less leave the most powerful warriors of the 12 universes in terrible conditions. I'm sure Son Goku must have outside help. That's what I wanted to tell you about. From what I could see, Son Goku is using external power. He has 2 seals that are apparently the ones given to him the power. One's on the center of his chest, the other on his forehead. I'm sure by destroying them, Son Goku's power will decrease greatly, or he will die. If we already know what Son Goku's weak point is, we gotta do something right now, before he finishes us. We have to face each other one by one, and Son Goku will be able to beat us completely. Daishaken would take a step forward, but before he was able to say anything, the entire planet of the god Belmouth was beginning to be destroyed, due to a great pressure and gravitational force that was falling on the entire Universe 11. Ha! So he thinks I don't have the ability to face you on my own. No matter how many scumbags join to stop me, they can't do anything against a king like me. Daishaken was surprised to realize his appearance changed. I'm surprised by the appearance you have. Apparently the power you're absorbing is even allowing you to access a similar form to mine. No matter what form you have, we know how to defeat you. Heh, interesting. Try. All the gods with their angels would rush Goku, holding him with a great power, while Daishaken-sama collected a great energy in his hands. Daishinken, I grant you the power beyond a king at all, as well as my power to be able to eliminate him. I am able to transform into a crushing blow. Eliminate with a single blow. A great aura would enter Daishinken. The eyes of Daishinken would be bright blue, connecting a powerful blow in the center of his forehead. With such a power, great chaos would be generated over the place. The gods and angels would be sent to a few mountains without serious injury. I gotta admit, this was not in my plan, but it's all the same. I didn't think I would form a genius mixing some Goku's blood with mine. Huh! Apparently it's easier than expected. It will be better to take Son Goku from this place. We thank you for your collaboration, gods and angels. Heh, I thought it'd be a much bigger challenge. We took care of holding him completely, but he's still immortal. The Guardians would hold Son Goku's body, but before they could do anything, they couldn't move in the slightest. A few rays of energy would fall on the planet of Belmouth, and in a quick movement, Goku would hit both Guardians, making them fall to a remote area of the planet of Belmouth. The plan I had was excellent. Destroy one of my energy cores. It's a pity I trained this weak point I had. I managed to eliminate both energy cores I had in my body. Thanks to that, I no longer have a weak point. Daishinken's expression changed to terror. You can't have that. You're nothing but a failed invention. A mere mortal compared to the greatness of us gods and angels. What do you think if we checked how failed I am? I won't let them escape. All the energies of the divine energies launched themselves against Goku. None of their blows could do any damage. The first fist of the Guardians was able to graze one of his energy cores by chance, generating Goku spits out blood, leaving those present surprised, but without wasting time, they threw a great energy attack, combining with divine rays. What happened? How was one of the blows of the Guardians able to generate damage? That means he has a weak spot. Through the curtain of fire could be seen Goku standing up, spitting out blood. Even though I mastered my core technique, there's still a possibility you could hit my energy core. Though there are zero possibilities. It's amazing. Returned to the Forbidden Dimension, Goku at the moment would open his eyes. While suffocating heat would be raised through the dimension, he would attract the attention of Naira and Vados. Naira, you're my older sister, but please, I ask you to fulfill my request. My soul is completely fragmented, and in these months that have passed, I've been agonizing pain. I wanted to say goodbye to Goku, but I didn't want to interrupt his training. Dear sister, I understand the request you have. I doubt very much Son Goku will accept it. He is more powerful, and in order to protect you, you are the only woman who manages to keep him at bay. I'm surprised that a being with such energy reserves has an attachment to someone. Son Goku is not like the others, and I'm sure he'll understand. A large aura would appear in front of the angels. While the brightness began to decrease, Goku could be seen 100% mastering his divine energy and negative energy. Sorry for making you wait. I've been able to master all my energies that exist in my body. I know that, Mr. Goku, I wanted you to be part of my power. Having my soul fragmented, the suffering I have is agonizing. I ask, please, I want my power to be of some use to you. A few tears would fall from Goku's face. If that's your wish, rest assured I will bring it to life. Goku would stretch out one of his hands, absorbing the essence of Vados, while Vados would smile, beginning to disappear, and after a few moments, Vados would disappear completely, while a golden aura would split everything around him. Even rays of golden energy would rain down all over that dimension. What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.